Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition here of the Wednesday Nights' Bi-Weekly Delight. It is the black and gold brand. It is, of course, NXT. How are y'all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, behind the commentary table. And we are kicking off this hot episode of NXT with what is set to be a bang, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see him, Andrade Cien Almas, of course, accompanied by his lovely manager here this evening, Zelina Vega, is set to take on a man who he knows for a fact can absolutely beat him, because Andrade Cien Almas hasn't he lost to this man before. This man who beat him in his first ever match in NXT. It's Andrade Cien Almas taking on Cedric Alexander. Okay, and if this matchup is anything like their previous encounter, ladies and gentlemen, well then we are in for one hell of a treat. As there you see Andrade Cien Almas makes his way to the ring, the first ever NXT World Champion. And since we're talking about titles, let's talk about what's at stake here tonight in our main event of the evening. Is the Nxt Tag Team Championships that'll be on the line as British Strong Style Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate look to successfully defend their titles against the always powerful and dangerous combination of Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush. However, right now Andrade Cien Almas, he's more pissed off, he's more worried about the main championship, the NXT Championship, the title that he does not have in his possession. He is so pissed off, in fact, that he demanded a match here tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, he wants to prove to the world that he should be on the final takeover event in NXT history. He wants to prove to the world that at NXT TakeOver the End, he should be on that show. He believes that he is a mainstay, a staple here in NXT, and quite frankly, I can't argue with him. Okay, his history here in NXT is synonymous with the brand itself, and tonight he's going to be going up against that man, Cedric Alexander, another man who has been making waves ever since he entered the black and gold brand, and tonight he is looking to prove to the world that he himself should be on that NXT TakeOver the End pay-per-view card. However, right now, Cedric Alexander, ladies and gentlemen, coming into this one, knowing how dangerous Andrade Cien Almas is. Okay, both men are very similar athletes. They've got a lot of technical game. They've got a lot of speed. They've got a lot of heart. It's very, very difficult to defeat both men. However, in my opinion, Andrade Cien Almas, perhaps he hits a bit harder than Cedric. Cedric, however, he's a bit quicker. Okay, he relies on the ropes a bit more than Andrade. As here we go, Andrade Cien Almas immediately with the ego put on display there, saying, come on, I dare you, let's go. And that's exactly what they're doing, locking up here tonight to kick off the show. Cedric Alexander in the black pants here tonight, the predominantly black. Cedric, ladies and gentlemen, facing up against the man Andrade Cien Almas in the white, as there you see, taking him down there, catching him off the rebound. 1, 2, no, only a 1 count, using his momentum to his advantage. Andrade Cien Almas does, sending Cedric Alexander down into the mat. Oh god, but Cedric immediately gets up and launches at him there. And the cover. 1. No, and again, only a 1 count. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting episode of NXT, I guarantee you that. Okay, of course, the champion himself, Velveteen Dream, will be in action here tonight. There's no, oh god, Cedric catching the knee, catching the leg. Andrade went to go for some sort of a running kick to the stomach. Cedric countered, and now both men countering each other here. Bouncing him off the ropes, perhaps, does Cedric with the Irish whip. Ducks underneath. Oh, no, wait a second, catching him there. Oh, God, and then the kick. Damn near caving the chest of Andrade Cien Almas, who gets up, goes for a kick of his own, but instead he gets caught by Cedric Alexander, taking him down. And the cover, 1, 2... no, and only a 2 count. Both men coming into this one knowing each other very well, of course. I mentioned earlier, Cedric Alexander, he does have a victory over Andrade Cien Almas, his first ever match in NXT, defeating the former champion. Okay, putting himself on a bit of a high pedestal here in NXT. However, some would say that, he has failed to exceed expectations, and tonight, Cedric Alexander with the running clothesline. However, Andrade Cien Almas with the running dropkick. Miss by both men. There's now a second. Cedric Alexander. He gets picked up. And Andrade Cien Almas crumbles him to the mat. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Okay, Andrade Cien Almas. No, wait a second. Oh, God, there you see the... Oh! I mentioned it earlier, the strike advantage that Andrade Cien Almas has coming into this matchup. And it seems as though he wanted to put that alongside his anger on display. Oh my God, and then a chop that just echoes throughout the arena. However, right now, oh wait a second, Cedric Alexander connects there, drops him down. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count following the full Nelson facebuster. However, oh God, well there you see, of course, every time there's an Andrade Cien Almas match, you're bound to see Zelina Vega pop up. And there you see, that might be the turning point for this matchup as Andrade Cien Almas takes down Cedric and the running knees connect. And oh God, Andrade's not done here. Andrade going up to the top, seems to have something in mind. Cedric is down, moonsault picture perfect there. He's nowhere near the ropes. 1, 2. No, and it looks like he doesn't even need him as he gets the shoulder up there. As Cedric Alexander's not looking too good. Okay, of course, Zelina Vega distracting Cedric here tonight. However, right now, Andrade Cien Almas bringing the fight to Cedric Alexander regardless. But, oh God, wait a second. Both men going for drop kicks. Both men having them well scouted. As Andrade, there you see the forearm. And then the boot right over the top rope. There goes Cedric Alexander. And Alexander's down now, and it seems as though Andrade, oh God, with a backhand right to the face of Cedric Alexander. And there you see the ferocious strikes, this time the forearms that he absolutely loves to dish out, does Andrade. Now Cedric, oh God, he's propped up, and then, oh my God, he can't even protect himself. Just a boot right to the side of the head. Can't even protect himself, as you just saw. Andrade Cien Almas taking full advantage, now going for the cover here. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count. God, the thud, the sickening thud. When Andrade Cien Almas just sent his boot into the side of the skull, and it seems as though he's not done. Andrade seems to have something in mind here. Cedric turns around. Cartwheel. Oh God, but no, instead, he misses the kick. He misses the kick. And now once again, full Nelson facebuster. Goes for the cover a second time. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count, catching him there, moving out of the way. Last possible moment. And it seems though Cedric looking to continue the fight. Looking to continue here in the frog splash. 1, 2. No. Only a 2 count there. Shades of Rob Van Dam, shades of Eddie Guerrero. However, neither man perhaps teaching Cedric Alexander in his early days how to perfectly hit his stomach to the gut of his opponent to go for that frog splash. However, right now, Cedric's face is feeling some pain there as the elbows and forearms by Andrade just keep connecting. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count, catching him off the rebound, but he did not catch a victory here tonight. And then, oh God, wait a second. Cedric, he gets up. Andrade perhaps going for a second time. Cartwheel. Oh, and this time it connects right to the back of the skull. Absolutely devastating. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count. My God, both men hitting each other with everything. But Cedric, oh God, the momentum. The momentum in Cedric here tonight. I don't know what's got under him. Perhaps a fire has been lit under him here. As Andrade Cien Almas realizes that Cedric has just gotten up following that cartwheel kick right to the back of the head. And now both men back and forth, it seems. And now, oh, wait a second. Andrade gets taken down with a third face buster. This time, however, deciding not to go for a cover here. Cedric Alexander seems to have something in mind. Picks him up, suplex position, turns it into a brain buster there. Andrade is down. Cedric the cover. 1, 2. No, and again. Both men bruised, beaten, and battered, hitting each other with everything they've had here tonight. However, you gotta think that one finishing maneuver by either man, whether it be the DDT, whether it be the knees to the lower back, either way, the one finishing maneuver will perhaps finish off this matchup, as now a drop kick connects by Cedric again. Goes for another cover here. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Both men trying their damnedest to beat the other here tonight to kick off the show, but Andrade gets up. Cedric Alexander, however, seems to have that well scouted. Cedric on a bit of a roll here. Andrade Cien Almas being put in the corner now, and then a chop echoing throughout the arena. Goes for a punch. Andrade has that well scouted. He's got him here, however, picking up Cedric. And now Andrade Cien Almas, what is this? Oh God. Going up to the high rent district, of course. High risk, high reward. Will it connect? Oh God, and it does. The Hurricane Rana off the top. That looked like a terrible landing. 1, 2, 3, and it seems as though it was. Okay, it seems as though tonight a finishing maneuver is not what is needed. What is needed, in fact, however, is a devastating Hurricane Rana off the top turnbuckle, seemingly out of nowhere. Okay, Cedric Alexander was building up a lot of momentum for himself. However, it seems as though the damaging punishment by Andrade Cien Almas throughout that entire exchange, throughout that entire fight, just led to one more big maneuver until the victory. And it seems that that big maneuver was not the DDT that Andrade Cien Almas is well known for. No, instead, it was a Frankensteiner off the top turnbuckle. Absolutely brutal. However, ladies and gentlemen, both men are not leaving this one without their scars. Okay, Andrade Cien Almas celebrating the victory, but you gotta think it was a hell of a close matchup. You gotta think that if Cedric Alexander put Andrade Cien Almas up on the top turnbuckle, he would have gained a victory. However, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the only matchup, nor the only thing that'll be happening here on this edition of NXT. Let's talk about her. Io Shirai shocking the world on the last episode of NXT, being outed as the woman who attacked Becky Lynch back at NXT TakeOver Chicago. What will Io Shirai have to say live via satellite on that attack? But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, because we've also got a blockbuster of a main event. Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush looking to challenge Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for the NXT Tag Team titles. Going to be one hell of a matchup. But now, let's turn our attention to Keith Lee. Well, as you just heard there, Keith Lee saying to the world that he is ready for this NXT TakeOver the End main event against Velveteen Dream for the NXT Championship. Becoming #1 contender a few episodes ago did Keith Lee, and now he's got his eyes set on the biggest prize in NXT. However, right now, let's turn our attention to Bianca Belair. It's Bianca Belair's invitational tournament matchup here tonight. As there you see her, Sonya Deville, this former MMA fighter, 2-1 record, is looking for another fight here, and perhaps a fight at NXT TakeOver the End against the seemingly unbeatable Bianca Belair. Okay, there's the tournament standings currently. Okay, anybody from around the world can enter this tournament, and we've seen some shocking names. But right now, the semifinals are Rhea Ripley versus Paige and Mia Yim versus the winner of this matchup. Will it be Sonya Deville, that woman right there? Okay, looking to make a name for herself here in NXT. We haven't really seen her at all. Let's see what she can do here tonight. Okay, as far as I can tell, she is a very gifted competitor. But right now, it looks like she's going to be climbing an uphill battle. There you see them. Totally beautiful. Okay, entering NXT just a few short months ago, making their debut, and they feel as though they haven't really properly gotten off the ground, and NXT is already crumbling to the ground, with it concluding NXT TakeOver the End. Perhaps these three women can somehow stamp their mark in NXT history by winning this tournament, perhaps even beating Bianca Belair at the final NXT TakeOver event. However, right now, one of these three women will be competing here tonight against Sonya Deville, and it's going to be one hell of a fight for everybody involved. There you see Sonya Deville. She's taking on Maryse here tonight. We haven't really seen what Maryse can do in an NXT ring. Let's see what she's got against Sonya Deville. Both women. Oh, there you see a kick and another one, and turns it into a clothesline there. Okay, here's what I know about Sonya Deville. She is oh god, she has an incredible striking game. She has an incredible MMA background. And there you see Maryse running to the outside, realizing, hey, what have I gotten myself into? Okay, Sonya Deville has the advantage of perhaps seeing a few tapes from Maryse. However, right now, Maryse, she's coming into this one perhaps completely blind, but of course she's got her partners, her allies on the outside, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Oh god, but it seems as though they may be to no help here tonight, as Sonya Deville continues with the strikes. Maryse going for a running clothesline, but instead gets caught there. As there you see Sonya Deville. Oh, well, there you see looking down at Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. Oh god, but perhaps she should be keeping her eyes on Maryse. Okay, quite like Zelina Vega earlier on. Perhaps that distraction may lead to a victory for Maryse here. Or perhaps not. We'll see. However, Sonya Deville is absolutely getting manhandled right now by Maryse. Of course, Maryse, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke, a trio, of incredibly egotistical, hold on, 1, 2, no, only a 2 count, of completely egotistical, and I will admit, physically attractive women who believe that WWE should go back to this era of before, of the mid-2000s and early on, as now, oh, wait a second, Maryse gets thrown to the outside. Okay, an era that was admittedly more focused on the looks of a female superstar than what they can actually do in the ring. But Sonya Deville, as you can see right now, very gifted in that ring, very gifted in the cage as well. But Maryse now on the outside, being just tossed to the outside alongside her friends, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. However, right now, Maryse, there you see her entering the ring once again. However, Sonya Deville goes for a clothesline, gets sent to the outside. Mandy Rose taking advantage, immediately helping out Maryse before Maryse just sends Sonya Deville right into the steel, right into the barricade. As no, wait, Deville gets up and then takes her down there with the spear. As Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke now already playing a major factor in this one. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Sonya Deville here tonight. A very interesting competitor, I will say that so far. Okay, as now, oh, wait a second. Look at that, capturing her here in a bit of a submission hold. What incredible speed and leg strength put on display right there with one fluid motion, capturing her here. However, oh god, Maryse, connecting with not 1, not 2, but 3 unprotected punches right to the face of Sonya Deville. unable to get her hands up. They were too busy in that, oh God, in that submission hold. As there you see Maurice with the DDT. And then, oh, look at this pinfall attempt. Look at that. 1, 2. No. Only a 2 count. Barely even trying with that cover attempt. Okay, the cockiness on display there of Maurice. As now Sonya, however, wait a second. Oh, takes down Maurice there with a bit of an arm drag. However, Maurice now looking to continue the fight, but Sonya Deville, okay, she lives and breathes for a fight, and that's exactly what she's given here to Maurice. And you gotta think Bianca Belair, wherever she is watching this one, has to be impressed with Sonya Deville, as Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke there you see immediately distracting her once again. And the cover now 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Maurice trying to get a quick roll-up victory perhaps, but Sonya Deville goes after the legs. Maurice, oh, gets countered. Going for the dropkick, gets countered there. However, Sonya, the Rose, Maurice to the outside. However, she's holding onto the top rope, and then enters the ring once again, and then another forearm strike. These two women both want to headline NXT TakeOver the End with a big match against Bianca Belair. 1, 2, 3, and she's done it. Sonya Deville, incredibly impressive throughout that entire matchup, but in the end, Maurice, there you see, will be going on in the tournament. We're going to have the semifinals, Rhea Ripley versus Paige, and now Mia Yim versus Maurice. Those two women, of course, have some history. But Sonya Deville, okay, I'm sad to say, NXT is coming to an end, but if Sonya Deville, ladies and gentlemen, following that performance, were to have continued following that TakeOver event, if that wasn't the last NXT event, I can only assume that she would be a major acquisition here in NXT. But there you see, Maurice gains the victory. Well, of course, Matt Riddle alluding to the fact that Riddle and Ricochet almost came to blows on the last episode of NXT. However, nothing but respect between both guys, apparently. Okay, Matt Riddle and Ricochet both can lay claim to being some of the best NXT have to offer, but that man, Cassius Ohno, wants to say differently by defeating the NXT champion here tonight. Okay, Cassius Ohno, he's coming into this one knowing that if he just beat Keith Lee a few episodes ago, it would be him main eventing that NXT TakeOver pay-per-view event. But no, instead, Keith Lee gained the victory. Spirit Bomb, 1, 2, 3, it was over. And right now, Ohno is pissed off. He wants a match against Velveteen Dream, and that's exactly what he's getting here tonight. Okay, Cassius Ohno, Velveteen Dream, a bit of a clash of styles here. Some would say Cassius Ohno, he's a lot more of the wrestler's wrestler. Velveteen Dream, however, a bit more of a, let's say, sports entertainer, and that is not a knock on that kind of style when it comes to in-ring competition. Okay, he's a bit more flamboyant. And right now, there you see Velveteen Dream's flamboyant and, as he said, not me, as he said on the last episode of NXT, erotically thrilling nature. Sure. It's gonna be Velveteen Dream taking on the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and as the NXT champion makes his way to the ring here tonight. I want to remind you, following this matchup, we're going to be hearing from the woman who attacked the NXT Women's Champion live via satellite. Okay, she's getting it set up during this matchup. It's going to be Io Shirai, who has something to say. But right now, Velveteen Dream and Cassius Ohno are looking to put on one hell of a clinic here. And I can't wait to see what happens. And of course, speaking of titles, while we're on the subject, NXT Tag Team titles once again will be on the line following this matchup. Main event of the evening, as right now Velveteen Dream, the man who will be main eventing NXT TakeOver the End, is here tonight, and he's looking to beat the hell out of Cassius Ohno, but that is not going to be an easy feat, not in the slightest. Will he be able to do it, or will he just fall like many men before him have? People like Cedric Alexander, for instance. People like El Mago. Okay, Velveteen Dream, he's coming into this one. He knows it's going to be a fight, and that's exactly what he's going to get against Cassius Ohno. And the bell rings. Let's get into it. Ohno in the all-black, Velveteen Dream in the black, white, and purple. As now, oh god! And the cover now, one. No, and only a one count. Okay, the champion, Velveteen Dream, as you just saw there, showing off his more showman-like nature, saying, come on, I dare you to hit me! And Cassius Ohno definitely took advantage of the opportunity before a boot right to the face. However, now, Velveteen Dream takes down Cassius Ohno, goes for a kick of his own. However, instead, Ohno catches him here into a snap German. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there on the champion. And there you see Velveteen Dream, perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, being a bit caught off guard from Ohno's constant attacks immediately in the opening few moments of this matchup. And there you see the brutal strike combination by Cassius. As Velveteen Dream, the champion, not looking so good. Okay, Ohno seemingly having an answer for pretty much everything Dream has had to offer. But Dream now having a few answers of his own here. As now, oh wait a second, has a powerbomb position. Oh, but Velveteen Dream sends Ohno face first into the mat. And then, oh, there you see, of course, the mind games by Velveteen Dream. Oh, God, before a big boot right to the gut. Okay, Cassius Ohno, he doesn't like to play these kind of games. Sure, he's a bit egotistical sometimes. Sure, he likes to have the spotlight on him. But when push comes to shove, he is in this business to fight. Velveteen Dream, perhaps, he's in this business, oh, for the spotlight. However, he knows for a fact that he, too, can't get it done in the ring. He's beaten the likes of Andrade. He's beaten the likes of Ricochet. He is the NXT champion for a reason, and Cassius Ohno needs to remember that. However, Velveteen Dream trying to continue the fight. Cassius Ohno, however, gets a kick right to the back of the leg. Oh, and then an angle slam. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Of course, we've seen Velveteen Dream mimic the legends of the past, using a variety of these old-timers moves, things like the jackhammer, things like the angle slam, as you just saw. Velveteen Dream, he has a lot of knowledge about the history of professional wrestling, and he likes to use that knowledge to his advantage. However, right now, Velveteen Dream is going to have to use that knowledge to somehow get out of this terrible predicament as Cassius Ohno sends him back first into the mat. Oh god, and then now his back goes into the stomach and chest. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count of the champion. Okay, Cassius Ohno knows that if he can somehow beat Velveteen Dream here tonight, perhaps, just perhaps, that might lead to an additional third member of that NXT Championship matchup. As now, oh, wait a second. Velveteen Dream takes him down. Dream Valley Driver, 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Picture perfect. Out of nowhere, Dream Valley Driver. But Cassius Ohno gets the shoulder up, and then there you see Velveteen Dream once again. Okay, taunting his opponent. Taunting Cassius Ohno, trying to get to the psyche of Cassius Ohno. Perhaps it's working. As Velveteen Dream, oh, look at that. There you see. Okay, the spotlight definitely on him. He's a very unique individual. quite like the Gorgeous Georges, quite like the Rick Rudes. However, Velveteen Dream, he's an entirely different breed of cat from those, legends of the business. However, right now, Cassius Ohno looks to perhaps, make himself a legend at the expense of Dream. This Velveteen here, oh my god, gets that vicious discus forearm strike right to the jaw. As Dream now, he's getting up. Cassius Ohno seems to have something in mind, but Velveteen reverses. Velveteen reverses there. The kicks right to the side of the leg, and perhaps this might be Dream's moment here. Picking him up, and Velveteen takes down Cassius. Going up to the top here. Dream Valley Driver into the dangerous combination known as the Purple Rainmaker. Velveteen Dream dropping the elbow on the heart of Cassius Ohno, getting the job done here tonight. But of course, Cassius Ohno definitely showing why he is one of the most dangerous members of the NXT roster. But in the end, Velveteen Dream showing why he is truly the NXT champion. Okay, perhaps the words from Keith Lee earlier tonight fueled Velveteen Dream coming into this matchup, but in the end, Velveteen Dream hitting not one but two Purple Rainmakers, absolutely devastating. And then the exclamation point there, you see it, the Purple Rainmaker getting the job done. Velveteen Dream, the NXT champion, is your winner here tonight. And as the spotlight shines down on Velveteen Dream, on the champion, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Io Shirai, live via satellite. She's in her home. She didn't want to show up to NXT. She knows how pissed off Becky Lynch is. What does Io Shirai have to say for herself? Well, Io Shirai, as you just heard, apparently demanding an opportunity here in NXT. She had a few points there. Okay, she hasn't really been on NXT that often. She doesn't really do too much. However, ladies and gentlemen, next episode, we're going to be seeing the semifinals to the Bianca Belair tournament. That's going to be a hell of a showcase between all four women. And of course, next episode, Keith Lee is looking to battle once again, this time against Andrade Cien Almas, the man who beat Cedric Alexander earlier on tonight. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, as Io Shirai live via satellite apparently saying that she's taking every opportunity she can, and it seems as though that is via violent means. Right now, let's turn our attention to some men who know a thing or two about violence. Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush, the next challengers for the NXT Tag Team titles. And that is our main event of the evening. We've got Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush, the challengers for Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates NXT Tag Team Championships. As there you see Bobby Lashley, the incredibly powerful the incredibly strong Bobby Lashley looking to team up with his mouthpiece, as some would say. However, as soon as you call him that, he's going to kick you in the mouth. He is one of the fastest competitors I have ever seen enter a squared circle, not just in the WWE, but all across the world. Okay, there's a reason his last name is indeed Rush. It's Lio Rush. And right now, it's going to be the incredible combination of raw power and incredible speed versus the NXT Tag Team Champions, the technical, the hard-hitting Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. British strong style. Let's get into it. Okay, both teams know for a fact that whoever wins this one could end up being the final NXT Tag Team Champions in history. Will it be British strong style, or will it be Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush? That is what we're here to find out. That is our main event of the evening. Both men, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, know that they are about to go to war, and it's going to be a hell of a sight to see. As there you see Pete Dunne, the man with the longer hair of the two. Tyler Bate climbing up to the middle turnbuckle. Okay, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, they are very technical competitors. They are very, very hard to defeat. However, I will say this, Pete Dunne, a bit more technical than Tyler Bate. But Tyler Bate, he brings on the agility, he brings on the speed. Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, has a very different fighting style to Tyler Bate. Okay, he's a bit more brutal. Okay, he likes to literally bite his opponents. Okay, he's incredibly vicious. Tyler Bate, a bit less vicious, but he's got a lot of heart. Right now, it's time to see which combination of either Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne or Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush will leave with the NXT Tag Team titles. There we go. Pete Dunne and Bobby Lashley kicking it off. Lashley, you can just see right there, okay, the cockiness already on display, laughing at Pete Dunne, laughing at his opponent here tonight. I will say this, neither team particularly have too much hatred for one another. It's all about who is the best duo in NXT today. But you gotta think, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate have pretty much beaten everybody here in NXT. In the tag division, they seem pretty much unstoppable. As right now, oh wait a second, Bobby Lashley looked to stop Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate's reign single-handedly with perhaps a vicious running clothesline attempt. However, he gets caught, and now it's Pete Dunne who gets caught. Taken down there, full Nelson swing-out slam here tonight. Pete Dunne in the black and brown attire. Bobby Lashley in the black and red, and it seems as though, oh my god, the vicious MMA stylings of Bobby Lashley put on display there with incredible strikes and incredible raw power. Bobby Lashley, they call him Walking Armageddon for a reason. And Pete Dunne, goes for some sort of a discus, perhaps clothesline, perhaps forearm. Either way, though, Bobby Lashley gets a forearm that time, and a few strikes again by Pete Dunne. And here we go. Pete Dunne looking to take advantage. Bobby Lashley just taking these punches, taking these strikes. However, and speaking of punches, now it's Bobby Lashley. One punch taking down Pete Dunne after a flurry of melee strikes barely even affects him by Pete Dunne. However, there you see a strike there. Once again, forearm right to the jaw. As now Bobby Lashley getting propped up there. However, now we see Bobby Lashley trying to fight back. Pete Dunne, however, has him there. Look at that Kimura lock. Kimura lock connecting. Trying to break the damn arm of Bobby Lashley. But there you see Lashley, of course, expert MMA training. Knows how to get out of that submission hold fairly quickly. But the damage might have been done, as following the Kimura lock, he gets taken down there with the running kick. And this may be British Strong Style's opening here tonight in this tag team title matchup, as Lashley and Dunne, oh my god, so far turning this into a bit of a singles matchup. We haven't really seen Bate or Rush get tagged in the slightest. But right now, Pete Dunne gets thrown into the corner, or perhaps not. There you see Bobby Lashley expertly and very intelligently pulling him back away from Tyler Bate as Tyler gets sent into the ring, rolls back to the outside as now he goes for a belly-to-belly once again, but Pete Dunne now perhaps taking that as a bit of a breather, taking that focus on Tyler Bate by Bobby Lashley as a bit of a moment. Oh God, to perhaps heal some wounds, but it looks like Bobby Lashley looks to add a few more with that power slam there. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. The raw strength on display, picking up Pete Dunne, all of the body weight of Pete Dunne. As now, wait a second, Pete now kicks him in the gut. Oh, and the X-Plex. The X-Plex connecting here in this tag team championship matchup. And now he makes the tag to the big strong boy himself, Tyler Bate, as Bate now. Oh, with a kick right to the leg. Oh God, and there you see. Okay, he's called the big strong boy, but there you see, strength is not the only factor that makes Tyler Bate so damn great. And now, oh, connecting in the cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Okay, Tyler Bate with the spiral tap, landing hard on the stomach of Bobby, as Bobby Lashley perhaps realizing that, hey, he needs to make a tag, and that's exactly what he does. Tagging in Lio Rush, and there we go. Lio Rush, quick as a cat immediately with that kick. And now, oh, wait a second, catching him into that DDT, spiking Tyler Bate on the top of his head. 1. No, and only a 1 count. Of course, both Rush and Tyler very fresh in this matchup, as Bobby and Dunne have pretty much dominated the first few moments. As now Tyler Bate takes him down, however, goes for a chop and it connects, but Lio Rush has it well scouted with a chop of his own before the kick. And now, oh wait a second, Tyler Bate gets thrown to the outside. Lio Rush now in the black and gold, looking to add a bit more gold following this matchup alongside Bobby. As, what is that? Oh, springboard cutter connecting on Tyler Bate. Landing hard on the outside does both men. And the count of 2 by the referee. Bouncing off the bottom rope. And then into a cutter out of nowhere before a punch right to the jaw of Pete Dunne. And now another punch. Kick right to the leg before another kick there. Super kick connecting right to the jaw. Bobby Lashley watching as Lio Rush gets a forearm strike. And now it's Lashley who gets a strike by Bate. As now Bate, oh wait a second, hits him there with another forearm. Goes up to the top, seems to have something in mind here. As now, oh God, Lio Rush, once again the quickness on display immediately. Realizing the potential danger in the situation. Now, oh God, what in the hell? What is this? Oh my God, all the way from the top, all the way down, my God. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. Hurricane Rana, both men, of course, Bobby Lashley and Pete Dunne walking into the ring. Okay, realizing that could have been it there, that high angle Hurricane Rana absolutely devastates. Oh God, what is this? What is this? Another Hurricane Rana into a power bomb there, and there you see, of course, the agility and raw power of both men. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. My God, both teams absolutely fighting their hearts out here as Tyler Bate takes down Bobby Lashley as Lashley rolls to the outside, and Tyler Bate showing his quickness. I can barely even finish the sentence before he flies to the outside, but Bobby Lashley is immediately up. He immediately gets up, and the Dominator connects. The Dominator connects, and Pete Dunne goes after him here, but Bobby Lashley counters. And oh God, 1 for Tyler, 1 for Pete with another Dominator. The count of 5 by the referee as Tyler Bate gets picked up there by Bobby Lashley. But oh my God, a duo of Dominators. This could be it here. Throws him into the ring, but Tyler Bate, okay, he's been down for a few moments. perhaps collecting himself as Bobby and Leo look to collect the tag team titles. But perhaps not, as Tyler Bate with a big kick out there. And Bobby Lashley now gets taken down by Tyler. And now there you see Tyler Bate, the heart, the soul of Tyler Bate. Basically unbreakable here with the strikes before finally taking down Bobby. As Bobby, oh God, gets up and then immediately hits him with the clubbing strike here in our main event of the evening. NXT title still on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, both teams just fighting now as Tyler Bate takes him down. And then a punch right to Leo Rush for good measure. A cheap shot there by Tyler, as Tyler now with the European uppercut kicks him in the gut now. Oh, Tyler Driver connecting. 1, 2. Oh, but Leo Rush breaks it up, as you just saw. Leo Rush breaking up the count, but Bobby Lashley gets up. Oh God, Tyler wants to go for some sort of a cutter perhaps, but he gets reversed. Oh, before hitting him with the drop kick. Hitting Lashley with the drop kick, and Lashley is down now as Leo Rush once again gets taken down. Oh, and then another running European uppercut by Tyler Bate. Bobby Lashley and Tyler Bate have both taken so much punishment thus far, they need to make a tag. But wait a second, Leo Rush gets up on the outside into a Tyler Driver connecting. Tyler Driver connecting on Leo Rush. He's down. He's down on the outside. Bobby Lashley, he's got nowhere to go. Tyler Bate makes the tag to Pete Dunne. Dunne rushes in. As now he picks up Bobby. Forearm. Turns him around. And it connects with the bitter end. 1, 2, 3. And this one's over. British Strong Style, as you just saw, retain their tag team championships. But my God, what a fight we just witnessed between these two teams. Okay, both teams showing what they can do here in NXT. Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush, an impressive combination to say the least. If Tyler Bate did not run to the outside to hit Leo Rush with that Tyler Driver, perhaps we may be saying that Rush and Lashley are the new tag team champions. But in the end, Bobby Lashley, okay, not just hitting one, but 2 dominators here tonight to both men. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on the outside, yet still unable to defeat Dunne and Bate. Does Rush and Lashley just shows the heart and the fight that both men have for those tag team titles. Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush, good luck next time. But tonight, Dunne and Bate get the job done as we close out this edition of NXT with your NXT Tag Team Champions. Who can stop British Strong Style?